Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the channel. Today we are here to connect with the energy of karma. Which karma you are healing right now? For this reading, we are going to have two piles. Pile number one and pile number two. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number one. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. So if you connected to pile number one, welcome to your reading, which karma you are healing right now, and a special message from the goddess Isis to support you as you embrace a new energy. Because for sure, there is something that you are healing, that means a cycle is about to end, there is something that you are leaving behind, and something else will replace it. So whatever it is, we are always expecting something better for sure. But for right now, let's find out the karma that you are healing. So we have the energy of repair, Aquarius, I know, Pandora's gift, earth element, stability, eighth house, endings and beginnings, the black moon Lilith, mystery. Pile number one. The first thing that I feel in here is that for you to be able to engage with this energy surrounding the cards that are presented in here, it's difficult to say that you're either a healer or a visionary. But regardless, there is in here a gift that you're born with, and it comes with the power of activating your third eye. It's not limited to your third eye, but you felt that something was affecting you spiritually. You're not aware of what, when, how. It's just that feeling of, I know that something is wrong. I don't know where to start, but I will do anything. And whatever you do will lead you to heal the unseen. And this is why we have the energy over here of you repairing your third eye through the knowledge that something is bothering you physically because you can't feel stable enough to project your dreams and secure whatever you want to materialize in your physical realm. So everything that comes to you most of the times, your ideas, are things that don't see the daylight. You might start working at it, but for some reason, it just feels that you lose the pleasure to deal with whatever you're dealing with because it's either taking time, and that passion, that desires starts to vanish. So what we have in here is you repairing pretty much your energy field as well. If you ask me how you are able to do it, I can't express it or explain it verbally for it to make sense. But what I would say is either you did tap in this power, or you came across to it, or you knew that it was already new, and you start sensing that your energy field was sort of, let's say, cracked. There was negative energy coming somewhere around. Let's say that you are in a bubble. That bubble is meant to be all light. For some reason, you tend to feel heavy energy, and you start realizing that, you know what, I'm not able to explain this. So the best thing I need to do is to pull up my strength, do whatever I can, and make amends rather than taking things for granted or even pretending that nothing is going on. So you start realizing that it's time for you to make a change in your own life. And the energy of the eighth house with endings and beginnings, it's here simply confirming that you are leaving behind a behavior, a relationship, or something that doesn't fulfill you. Whatever it is, it was a nice energy. When I say nice, it's almost like saying, let's say, for example, that I had a friend, okay, and it was an amazing opportunity to be a lot around this person. But I start realizing that, you know what, maybe we are better off if I'm in my path, they are in their path, because probably this person in here tends to attract certain energies that I don't feel comfortable with. So the best thing for me to do is to turn my back and move forward. And this is what you're doing with the energy of repair. I don't think this relationship is something that is about to get to an end and you'll never see this person again. I don't feel the sense of love relationship in here right now, okay? First of all, what I'm seeing is friendship. Nevertheless, I don't know, maybe you were in a relationship that once upon a time you did love this person, the love disappeared, as in a sense of a couple, and now you see each other just as good friends. And this could be one of the reasons why I don't feel that powerful energy of two people in a relationship, because the chances are things did fall apart, and today you are comfortable with each other, but maybe each person on their own place. So what I can say for certain people in here is the first energy that I can say and share in here, part of things that I've already mentioned, that is the karma that you're healing now. It could be connected with the energy of a broken relationship that is about to turn in a good friendship. Whatever it is, you feel comfortable that this is the way for you, and that's okay. The other energy that already been mentioned in here, because what I'm seeing in here, due to the energy that you are working with, I don't think you're healing only one thing. It might look like, yeah, I'm healing my relationship, but yet it is affecting almost everything in your life. It's like certain strings were attached to different things that you weren't aware of due to this energy of the Black Moon Lilith mystery. It's like mystery surrounding your energy pretty much ceasing to affect you in the way you used to, because you realize that you have to actually do something. Even if you weren't aware exactly what, you were actually moving your hands, you were trying everything that came across to you to make this change in your life. And for certain people, I can clearly see that you've been changing your behavior as well. You're calming yourself, you're calming your mind, you're trying to see things in a different way. You know that your behavior as well wasn't the best. There were things that you felt like they're really imbalanced, unstable, and you needed to ground yourself. So what we have in here, another karma that you're healing right now, is the energy of instability, feeling unstable in your love life and feeling unstable in your financial energy. Both of them probably had an impact in your health and anything else that really matters for you as a human being. Another karmic energy that I feel in here, it was surrounding your relationships. And like I said before, pile number one, when it comes to your particular case, it's not just one karma. It's one thing that affects almost everything. And in the end of the day, we are seeing you actually changing your whole life. But another energy that was surrounding you and had a karmic connotation was the energy of your relationships. And this is why I'm not able to be precise in here for certain people, because I see a lot of energy of couples in here. Nevertheless, some of them feels like family, relationships, friendship, people that came together, but they don't share blood for certain people. And for other people, it's just karmic energy that surrounds the energy of your relationship. They were draining you, they were taking the best of you, and now you come to realize that, you know what, I can't keep doing the same thing. Being surrounded by people that are adding to my instability, my anxiety, my fear, my weakness is not an uplifting energy, it's a draining energy. So we are conscious in here that you are in a moment of actually recognizing the importance of your actions in your own life by taking the decisions that are right for you, first of all, accepting the changes that you feel that you need to integrate in your life, so at a later time you can reconcile with others from a place of love, from a place of light. So we are in a moment of your life where you realize that karma does exist. For you, it's not like an energy of um, pretending. It's something that you're aware that it's true for you. So what you're doing, you're pretty much taking on board right now everything that you can do to change your life, to change your actions, and hopefully the people that do surround you will see the difference and they will start make the changes in their own life as well. This is because the energy of repair comes to say making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship through constitution. The integrity and strength of a relationship lies in how both parties show up for repair and not in how they play nor their conflict style or frequency. Although challenges that arise in our relationships can be painful and difficult, they are also how we grow, learn, and explore who we are, both individually and together. I think you were coming from an energy of community, supporting others, healing others, loving others, and giving your best to others, but they weren't recognizing your actions. So you decided to say, enough is enough. I know that what I'm doing was meant to be good for others, but it's not good for me because I'm not being appreciated. So, what is the point of fighting for a relationship or to keep a relationship where the other side, the other person, is not doing anything at all? So, you decided that you are meant to make yourself your own priority. So pretty much, we have an upgrade in here, pile number one. You realizing that your actions do affect your life, but to release this energy that feels more like karma than any other thing else, you start making change in all your life by starting with your third eye, by looking things at things exactly the way they are without pretending. It's like you were able to see the light in people, but what they were doing physically through action, they were showing you the darkness. So now you come to realize that what is the point of giving love to people that I trust that their essence is light, but in action they are doing the opposite? It makes no sense at all, isn't it? Because they are giving something to someone that will never be able to appreciate what you are doing because you keep seeing the best, but you're not recognizing their worst as well, which is their action. And now you are like, before anything else, I will stop seeing, looking at you through the energy of my feelings, through the energy of my essence, through the energy of I know you are a good person. What I will start seeing is your actions will determine my reaction. It doesn't mean that you will turn into an aggressive person. No, it just means that from now on, your reaction will be based in someone else's action, which means you're there for me, I'm there for you. You're not there for me, I should not be there for you unless I feel that my energy is telling me to support you. Otherwise, that's it. You get what you give. So the energy that you're embracing, from the time you start recognizing that there was a karmic energy surrounding your energy, you start pretty much recreating a new reality by bringing the energy of knowing that authentic relationships are made of what it takes for shared repair and growth. What we all bring to the table, not just what I bring or what the other person brings, what we bring together. And how can this uplift all of us? Another thing that's really interesting in here with this pioneer is that this pioneer was consciously and actively uh, searching for ways of changing their own self. And that started with realizing that uh, you need to do an internal checkup, especially in the energy of your beliefs and the way you judge situations, including yourself. So instead of engaging with the energy of punishing yourself to be there for others and not for yourself, you start realizing that, you know what, it's time for me to stop being ashamed of taking the right actions for everyone that wants to be part of my life. And the good thing in here is it's something that I don't think I've seen it with frequency in my readings, but probably it's always there. But I can see an active soul doing active research and in mending their heart, their soul, their journey, their path, therefore their destiny. It's like this crack that was around your energy field was pretty much uh, blocking your vision and not allowing you to see things in a clear way. And this is why we have in here the energy of endings and beginnings with repair, pretty much both of them coming here to say it is the end of a season. The season where I was actually um, running my life based in emotions, pleasures, small desires that didn't bring long lasting fulfillment. You start realizing that you were doing all the work by yourself. And now you're like, enough is enough. Either I am with someone that actually cares and is willing to do the work, or I might as well do it by myself, which is something that you're already doing. So you're bringing an ending to a karmic energy that required you to search for your soul or search inside your soul how to come out of this maze that was your life. And this was an internal journey. This is why I keep feeling that it was more difficult for you because the energy of the house is connected with the energy of endings and beginnings. It's connected with the energy of transformation, isn't it? Plus the energy of the black moon Lilith mystery. It keeps showing me there was a mystic energy surrounding this karma. It's like the universe didn't want you to know clearly where it is or what it was, for you to be able to look at it in a different way. And in the process of looking at it in a different way, there was something else that was happening. You were finding your own self, your own truth, your own gifts. And by all means, pile number one, you are gifted, extremely gifted. Be it with spiritual energy, be it in the fields that you chose to manifest your knowledge in this world. I just know that you are a gifted soul. But you were unable probably to use this gift in your favor. And this is because probably you were supporting others more than you were supporting yourself. And now what we have in here, it's someone changing, someone becoming more reliable on their own cells and more stable on their own energy. You are showing right now the energy of feeling secure enough to know that you don't need people around you that are there to drain you. But for sure, you are happy to have people that want to work together with you. So, to wrap up this energy of the karma that you are healing right now, there is something that came up, and I think this will pretty much resume this energy. The karma that you are healing was an energy that was surrounding you spiritually, and it wasn't allowing you to proceed. It wasn't allowing you to feel stable. Because with the energy of the earth element, stability, it's like you are able to materialize in spirit, but when it comes to the physical realm, for certain people, it just feels that the energy does touch you, and after goes away. It's let's bring the energy of money, for example. You are someone that money is always flowing, but it's never staying. Let's say you manage to do 200 this week, for example. That 200 will vanish, will never stay in your account. You go like this for a couple of weeks, you bring, let's say, 1,000 into your hands. That money comes in, sits with you for a couple of days, and from one moment to another, you have bills dropping in, and that's you paying, and your money is going away. So I hope this is able to show you what I'm trying to say with instability surrounding your energy. Your luck wasn't sitting with you. It was touching you, it was saying to you, you are good, but after it would vanish. And what that feels like for you, it was like, what is the point of having money touching me, coming near me for 5 minutes, and after disappear, let's say for 5 days? It makes no sense at all. I want it, but I want it to be in my life in a consistent way, in a stable way, in a grounded way. A way where I know that no matter what happens tomorrow, I will always be able to save at least 50% of what I do. And from that 50%, even if there is an emergency, I will still have half of it for anything that might pop up in my life at any time. So, what we have in here is an unstable energy that was causing disruptions in your life, in your relationships, that is vanishing through the hard work that you've been doing in the spiritual realm to bring a more stable energy into your life. And the chances are, I would say, from the 10th day that you listen to this pick a pile reading in here, there is a change coming into your life. And whatever it is, it feels that there are good days ahead of you. Days of stability, days of knowing that whatever is meant to come into your life, it's going to be something that is meant to stay. So to finish your reading, let's bring the goddess Isis to support you, not just embracing the new energy, but to share the message she has for you. And he says, Serpent of Fire, do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis helps you now to turn your life and bring your gifts into your path. So Isis is in here to confirm that your karma will allow you to, let me put it this way. She's here to confirm that your karma is about to be removed into your path, and what's coming to replace it is the energy of the gifts that you already know that you have that will start working into your favor. So rest assured, the goddess is supporting you, your life is protected, your energy field now is secured, you managed to deal with the cracks. I don't think it is something that is going to bother you anymore, but one thing is for sure, there is more coming ahead, but it's something good and bigger that you were expecting. So pile number one, congratulations for taking in your own hands the decision of making everything that you could to shift this karmic energy that was bothering you in your relationships, in your life, in your path. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. Your karma is being repaired, and know that your future is bright. The 8th house is confirming the ending of a karma and the beginning of a new energy surrounded with stability. This is a message for people connected with pile number 1. If you connected with pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Which karma you are healing, and what is the special message of Goddess Isis to support you as you embrace your new energy? So we have the energy of sharing, that is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. Capricorn, I use. Legacy of light, air element, communicating. 11th house, friends, and the moon, soul energy. Pile number 2. First of all, heavy energy. A lot of it connected with the energy of addiction. So as a general energy, I would say majority of you are linked with an addictive behavior, and for other people I will just leave it as a addictive energy. And that addictive energy, what I would invite you is, don't judge yourself and don't see it as like an energy that should be seen only as me being addicted to a substance. No, it could be behaviors, relationship patterns, the way we act, the way our parents were treating us. Because with the energy of legacy of light, the energy of soul, the energy of air element communicating, 11,000 friends, actually everything in here is telling me that I used to be a person that felt overburdened by my surroundings and by the people that were sharing with me. They weren't sharing good things, they were sharing toxic energy. They were sharing pretty much, I think the best word in here is a toxic relationship. This is the karma that pretty much you are trying to alleviate, but I think you're still sitting on it. By still sitting on it, we have certain people that are not aware of this, or they just may be stuck, they don't know how to go around it. But we have other people that are sitting on it because they are starting to realize that yes, this is bad. It's bad because it's not just from me, it's from my parents, probably from their parents, and now I'm passing it to the ones that are coming into the future. So what we have in here is a legacy, not of light, but of darkness. So you're healing a karmic family energy, that I would say for certain people. And this might feel heavy because it does affect you, but it doesn't control you. Is that good? It is, because it means like in the moments of sobriety, let's put it this way, you are able to clearly see where your own toxic energy comes from, and you are able to make small changes. Nevertheless, when you get close to these people that are emanating constantly that same negative vibe, when you're near them, you cease to be yourself and you start being like them. So it's like when I am with these toxic people, I become toxic. But when I'm far away of them, I become myself. So the karma energy that we have in here as well, it could be an energy connected with the soul lesson that you were. It's interesting because in here the message is splitting. What I was about to say, a soul lesson that you, I think this will be, you chose to live in this life. I think this is the best way of describing what I'm feeling. There is a karmic energy surrounding your relationships, but you feel that you didn't ask to deal with it. Of course, you won't remember now because this started before you're born, isn't it? It's not like you decided that you came to live in this planet in here, and by that time you decided that there were some challenges that were meant to be thrown into your path. And you say that I want to deal or I want to heal my family wounds, things that I had probably dealt with in a past life or many lifetimes ago. And I feel that I either didn't learn the lesson or maybe there is more for me to do. And this more for me to do could be even be in this lifetime forgiving. Either forgiving others or forgiving yourself for trusting too much in other people, not in your own self. So this energy at the soul level is coming in here to say that it's a heavy energy because it comes with the energy of the legacy. The energy of legacy, although the cards are showing the legacy of light, we have to remember that we are talking about karma, isn't it? So when it comes to karma, we are talking about something that is not pleasant, something that doesn't bring too much pleasure, but still is important for us to know how to deal with it and overcome it. And one of the things that you did propose yourself is to come into this life to learn to share yourself in a different way. But what I feel that you're not used to this and you don't want to deal with it anymore because you changed. You yourself, actually, you've changed. You came into this planet, but there is something in here interesting because it's like in the middle of your journey, the energy of recalling where it came from was activated. So you start shifting your behavior. Although when you are with certain family members, you go back to that negative energy, you realize who you are if you're not together. So what's happening in here right now, it's like you are changing yourself from what you used to be to what you want to be. You don't want to be like your parents anymore. You don't want to be like your friends. You don't want to be like the people that are surrounding you. You want to be your own self, your true version, your true colors. But for that, we have a lot of self inflicted pain through the energy of the air element, the energy that comes as well with judgment. People judging you because you're trying to leave them or be different. People are judging you for whatever you do, be it because you're trying to change, be it because you're trying to uh, bring something new into your life. People pretty much are always criticizing you. So when you try to do something, want it or not, your thoughts already are pretty much your thoughts already been um, influenced by this negative energy, this way of thinking, this way of acting. So it makes it a tiny bit difficult because your environment did shape you. I don't think it still has a huge influence on you, but I trust that you are changing and you're changing for better because you're starting to master this energy of the air elemental. It's like you're spending more time with yourself, you're getting to know yourself, and therefore you are learning to protect yourself. It's like you are training yourself to feel energy even before it gets close to you. And pretty much you are, what I can say, you are defending yourself from these energies in here because you are aware that there is more to life and there is something better to life, but you can only get it if you shift your mind, the way you see things, the way you search for, not just for the meaning of your life, but the things that you want to materialize in this physical realm in here. You came to realize that you need to be at peace, first of all with yourself, second of all towards the people that are ahead of you, supporting you, and disconnecting with the past that doesn't allow you to shine. When it comes to family members, it's really difficult to talk about this energy because every now and then you will have to deal with it, okay? But what I would suggest you is keep doing what you're doing because it feels like you are upgrading your mental software. You are changing the way you see, you're changing the way you feel, and you're starting to learn that or accept for certain people that you're not your parents. You're not what other people do share with you. You're not what people that are surrounding you. You are, first of all, yourself, a conscious human being that is aware that they have influence in changing their own life. So, connecting with this energy of number 33, and it's interesting because you have master's numbers in here twice. You have 33, you have number 22 in here, okay? And this number 7 in here, it just feels like spiritual uplifting. You asking the universe to support you as you change your life, as you change your mind, as you change your own self. Due to this karmic energy that you have surrounding you, or you, I'm going to say you still have it, even if it's a tiny bit, because I feel that you are in a process of transforming yourself. Because it does carry a lot of the thing with this pioneer is that when you deal with emotions, it's a tiny bit complicated to simplify things and just say that I will stop feeling this. It's not possible. Even when someone mistreats you, they still leave a mark on you. And you still miss them for certain reasons that we are not able to explain. And when we say mistreat you sometimes, it doesn't need to be something that is physical aggressive. The simple fact that you lived with someone in the same house, let's say for 20 years, want it or not, even if they weren't shouting at you, but they were shouting at someone else, it would affect you. There was no way for you to not take on board a tiny bit of this negative energy. So, what we have in here is you realizing that your environment had a huge impact in your life, but now you are in the place where you can choose, where you're allowed to choose. An example that I'm going to bring in here, let's say right now you are around your 18s, your 20s, for example. It doesn't have to be, but it's the example that will allow you to understand what I'm trying to say. Let's say that for the last 20 years you were living with your parents, for example. You were in their house, so you have to follow their rules. Now you are about to go to the uni, or you're about to just, let's say, move places, whatever it is, you will be in a new environment. But what we have to consider in here is you did spend more than 20 years in a row, let's say with your parents. It doesn't have to be parents, but the example in here is your parents. You spent 20 years with your parents, 20 years with your mom, 20 years with your dad, whatever it is. Now you're finding yourself for the first time alone. What really matters in the end of the day? Is it the simple fact that for one single day that you're alone, you're able to change your whole life? Or to be respectful of one that day that you are free, but recognizing the impact of that 20 years against one day? So, what we are trying to say in here is we need to be respectful of emotions and experiences. It doesn't work like taking this object that is in here and I'm like, okay, enough, now we are here. You don't do that with emotions. And probably this is something that might have happened. You might have taken drastic decisions, but you did fall back to the same place. Why? Because you weren't ready. You were detaching, but not with love. You were detaching out of concern. But that process didn't allow you to recognize the impact that everything had in your life. So it's like, I'm turning my back, but I do it in peace. And when you do things at peace, it's easier for you to keep moving forward instead of looking back. So this is really important to make sure that you deal with your pain and there's no regret. And this is why right now, surrounding this karma that you are releasing, that you are healing, related with energy of your relationship, you came across to the information of there is giving and receiving in giving. So you start like internalizing the thoughts. Instead of just taking things for granted, now you're like, hold on, let me use my own mind. Let me rethink things and try to see things in a different perspective, in a more clear way. So, what you brought on the table was, while solitude is necessary at times, our lives also need to be shared for sustainable and healthy living as well as growth. The true sharing of ourselves does not take anything away from us. It is not about giving all that we have. It does not come from a place of fear or lack or a bartering mindset. We freely offer what we have from a place of abundant love and a sense of completeness. True receiving is from this state too. Our spirit self opens in communication with those who are safe of a pure who are safe and from of oh, sorry our spirit self opens in communion with those who are safe and of a pure heart. Those who are not are individuals who require our discernment and refrain when sharing. To discriminate between who and what enhances our enhances or depletes our energy is necessary. And this is something that you weren't doing. Separating the waters. Where do you start? Where someone else's start. It's like mimicking someone else's behavior and knowing clearly that is not wrong, but you weren't able to differentiate the situation, because it's like, let's say in Rome we behave like Romans, for example. And now what you're seeing is that no, I don't have to change myself. I need to keep improving myself. So you're questioning your choices. You're questioning your decisions. Not through the mindset of the people that was surrounding you, but through your own thoughts, through your own actions, through your own words. So what we have in here, it's someone questioning the system. And in the moment that you start questioning the system, you start realizing that I used to do this, but this is not good for me. Maybe it was in the past, but not anymore. So what we have in here is a spiritual upgrade, pretty much replacing this karmic energy surrounding your relationships. Whereas in the past you thought that you are part of the system and nothing was able to change, now you are in a place where you start recognizing the importance that giving and receiving within your circle magnifies the energy, growth, and love in your life. So you decided that I'm used to being mistreated, but from now on, I want to be treated the way I deserve, in a good way. And that way, I will give myself an opportunity to embrace it, even if it's just once, even if it's like once in a lifetime opportunity, you are about to take it. So, what we have in here as well, pile number 2, is the energy of midlife crisis as well for certain people. It's like you had a crisis, and this ignited an energy that was needing to be awakened. And what we have as a replacement is an energy of empowerment, selfhood, authority, life meaning, your behavior, the gift of renewing your life and having a new way of seeing the world. That means choosing your friends, choosing the people that are spending time with you, controlling what you can't control, and trying to avoid what is out of your control. But in the end of the day, you realize that it starts with your mind and it ends with your soul. Whatever you do, you can create it. And whatever you create will transform and manifest a new energy that will support your soul to emerge from this darkness and embrace its own light. To support you around this karmic energy, it's extremely important for you to know that you are healing. The journey is not easy because, like I said, we have in here a karmic energy surrounding family, surrounding the energy of legacy, surrounding the energy of your ancestors as well. So it's a heavy energy. It's not an easy one. You're not just healing yourself, you're healing your mother, you're healing your child, you're healing your grandmother, you're healing the ones that came before, and same time you're healing the others that will come in the future. So there is a lot of energy in here. So just know that if you feel stuck, it's not because you are lost. It's because it's a heavy thing that you are holding on. See it as your cross. At certain moment, you will need to fall down, sit, and just relax. Don't see it as a battle that you lost. No, just see it as a moment in your life that you don't know what you can do because you are stuck. But generally, it's because you're tired. And it's okay. So forgive yourself for being human if you want to see it in this way. What you need to remember is for every time you fall, you will go back again. You will stand up and do it 10 times better than before. Because for every step you take, there is a chance of you learning to do things in a different way and changing the environment faster than you can actually imagine. So please remember, you are in the process of healing yourself, healing your family, healing generations to come. So be kind to yourself and remember, sometimes good things do take time to happen, but they will come into your path. Some of them, I have the feeling that they are already in there, but there is more to come. And for certain people, the message that we have in here for you is know that you deserve to have a happy family of yours, regardless of your experience. Remember, it's not about what happened in the past, but it's about what you're about to do into the future. So whatever used to be doesn't need to be anymore, unless you feel that it is important, it is something that you want to have in your path. Otherwise, just take on board certain lessons and move forward into the future. So to wrap up your reading, pile number 2, we want to invite the goddess Isis to support you as you embrace your new energy. Before I share her message, this energy of the air elemental communicating is asking me to share with you that it's important for you to mind your words, okay? Speak words of truth, yes, but kind ones. I'm capable, I'm supported, I'm resilient, I am, I know, I am light, I am hope, I am a source of decision, I am empowered. So instead of saying that I'm lazy, I am a loser, I am stubborn, mind your words and try to use as much as you can the kindest words possible with yourself. So you can shift as well the way you speak. Okay, so there's an emphasis energy near around the air elemental to make sure that you speak your truth but you do it out of love. So whatever comes into your path after will be as well the same energy. Information that brings love, communication that flows with love, light, and hope. Let's see what is the message from the goddess for you. And it comes with the energy of portal of light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. This energy of portal of light for me, plus the image, there is an invitation of not relying just in yourself, but maybe allow spirit to support you. Especially for people that do not trust in this world of maybe of spiritual path, where healers are able to bring changes in your life, there is an invitation in here actually saying that, look, we trust that you are able and capable of doing so many things, but don't do it alone. It's taking you longer. So it's extremely good for you either to receive support for someone else, or if you yourself are a healer and you feel comfortable and grounded, then do use your own healings in your own life with more frequency to heal yourself and to heal the energy of your generation. And there's something in here that comes with the energy of generational karma. Needs to be healed, needs to be supported. So if you use your own magic that you do already, use it to do ancestral healing. I think it will make huge changes in your own life. It will support you more than you can actually believe. So there is an invitation in here to allow yourself to receive support from spirit in a different way. And like I said already, there are two ways. Either you find your person to support you, or you do it yourself if you're capable of. But know that the goddess is supporting you, not just to move from this path, but to release the karmic energy surrounding certain energies that are suspended in time, but through you they will be able to be released. This is the message for people connected to pile number 2. To each one of you that came to this reading, thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to see you next video. Bye.